Hello, people of this earth. Guess what? It's almost Christmas! And I have one more Christmas nail art design to get out of my system before I'm out of time. And this one is just so me. I mean, look at all those gradients and all that hollow. In fact, there's nothing but gradients and hollow in this mani. It's just so simply analogical. Much excite, so much excite. Start with your yellow filthy peasant nail. Well, at least my nails are yellow filthy peasants. And then make it green. Yeah, make it green and shimmery and hollow with this gorgeous bright green cupcake polish hollow. I put the link below. It is glorious. Oh, joyous day. And then we're gonna take some Simply Peel liquid latex and apply it around our nail on our skin to protect ourselves from much disaster. Cause nobody wants an unplanned pregnancy on Christmas morning. Or nail polish in your cuticles. We're gonna do step 1 to making this abstract Christmas tree. It's actually a quadruple scaled gradient for those of you who speak simply analogic-lish. And I'm using just 2 different green polishes per gradient because I don't have much space even on long nails. Ooh, Simply Peel sparkles when it's dry. Look at all that glitter. Oh my god, I'm so distracted. Take my very narrow gradient on the sponge and I start applying it towards the base of the nail. In order to do a quadruple scaled gradient, you gotta mentally split your nail into 4 pieces. Piece 1, 2, 3, and 4. I made another video on a triple scaled gradient that's very similar. In fact, it's pretty much the same as this, just not green. So you can watch that instead if you want more tips and tricks on how to achieve this technique. I mean, master the technique. You're gonna master it. The first layer of a scaled gradient that you do closest to the cuticle line is usually the worst, and it's where you're gonna have some extra polish. Yuck. It's pretty much my fault for jamming the sponge into my cuticle, but I really wanted to make sure that the dark green was at the bottom of the nail. Add a quick dry top coat because this is gonna save your life. And let it dry. Definitely let it dry very thoroughly, between 15 and 20 minutes if you're using a good quick dry top coat. Next up, it's time for your first nail vinyl. I'm using these chevrons / zigzags, whatever you want to call it. It's the Great Debate from Twinkle Tea because they kind of look like a Christmas tree. I'm applying Simply Peel on the side I don't want to get excess gradient mess on. And since the first part of my sponge is dried up, I'm just going to flip it over and use the other side. Be sure to focus the dark green part of the sponge right up to the nail vinyl so the tips of your Christmas tree will be super forest green. I did 2 quick but thin layers to get it completely opaque, and then peel off Simply Peel and your nail vinyl to reveal the first level of your Christmas tree. Congratulations, you're on your way to being an insane person. Now add a quick dry top coat. Again, I know. How about we play a little game and you guys count how many times I applied a quick dry top coat in this entire tutorial. The first person to get it right gets a magical cookie. And I usually only hand those out for first comment. Now we're repeating the same deal with the nail vinyl, and oh my god, how did we not notice what's on my other hand? Oh, so magical, so princessy, so wonderful, so hollow. Okay guys, I'll tell you a secret. I thought Color Club hollows were strong, but these cupcake polishes are bomb! I mean, look at it! Oh my god, it's so pretty! I put a link down below. Back to the tree. Because my old sponge was dried up with green, I just cut it and birthed a fresh new sponge. So fresh and so clean, clean. So fresh and so green, green. So lame, lame. Oh, Christmas tree, thy leaves are a scaled gradient. Add another quick dry top coat, you counting, and do it all over again. For the last time, I promise. At this point, you're probably sweating because you're hoping and praying that you left enough room on your nail at the tip so that it didn't look ridiculous when you finished. You know how some people go to tree farms to pick, quote-unquote, the right Christmas tree? Well, in this case, it's on you to make the right Christmas tree. That's right. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I narrate these tutorials as if you're actually gonna do them yourself. And now, you're gonna peel off your final nail vinyl and Simply Peel to reveal the Christmas tree. But now we gotta use nail vinyls to turn it into a triangle-shaped tree because sometimes abstract only goes so far into making sense in people's minds. Generally, you would be adding another quick dry top coat before applying more nail vinyls, but I just thought, like, I'm so sick of applying top coats, I'm just gonna take the risk on the tip of the nail. I figure I'll just make the sides of the tree this golden champagne color because that's the color theme I have running throughout all my other nails, which we have still yet to get to because this is taking it long time. And now I pray that you don't peel up the tip of the nail and ruin everything. Oh, yes, we did it. We did it, my friends. Christmas accomplished. And of course, the one time I don't use Simply Peel, I have shit all over my finger. Because there was a lot, I used a Q-tip to kind of wipe it up, but this is why you shouldn't, because you get the little hairs stuck there. Back to my cleanup brush. And now we gonna make the Death Star. I mean, Star Wars is over. And I still don't know anything about it. But what I do know is that this wrapping paper I got from the dollar store is gold and it's hollow. Look at that shiny rainbow hollow. So it was pretty much impossible for me to film cutting this out into a star shape because I'm not a tiny elf. So I just cut it into 2 tiny triangles and hey, what do you know? It kind of looks like Star Trek. Not that I ever watched it, but seeing all these memes helped. May the hollow star be with you, or whatever movie that's from. Okay, finally, let's do our other nails, yeah? We're gonna start off with this glamorous champagne pappy color. Fun fact, did you know that Drake grew up in Toronto, which is where I grew up? I didn't know him, but I could have, so yeah. Cause we both started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, except my here is nowhere near the same here as Drake's. Apply Simply Peel all over your finger around your nail because she is your best friend and we are doing the gradient dance again. You don't gotta worry about shoving a gradient in a tiny narrow space on your nail this time though, cause we got the whole nail on our sponge. We got the whole wide nail on our sponge. Oh my god, look at this color. It brings tears to my eyes. It is so gorgeous. It's like a magenta berry. Oh my god, pick me some of those berries now. Give it to me. It is truly one of the most saturated, intense hollows I've ever seen in my entire life. That's not even my editing. That's the actual color of this magic. I literally got it in the mail like yesterday and I just had to use it. But one of these days I should really do it justice and make it be the main star of a nail art tutorial. Anyways, I'm just doing a simple horizontal gradient of the champagne color to the berry hollow color, and it only needed 2 thin coats because that berry, yeah, she's opaque. Peel off Simply Peel like no big deal, and oh yeah, I love it when I get a good peel. Oh, that is so satisfying. Never mind. Totally my fault for not putting the Simply Peel far enough around my finger though. Add a quick dry top coat. Are you still counting? And let it dry. Add some Simply Peel again. I know this tutorial is just like the same tutorial 18 times. This time, instead of a scaled gradient, we're gonna do a reciprocal gradient because I just like to confuse you. Take some striping tape. Ooh, look at that hollow. Yeah, you almost got distracted and stopped going forward with this tutorial, didn't you? I like to cut up a bunch of pieces and put it on the top of a nail polish bottle, but then I realized I put it on top of Simply Peel and I still needed to use her. What an idiot. So now I'm just placing the striping tape vertically up and down the nail at an equal distance between the spaces to each other and whatever. It's so hard to do this when your nails are so curved. So hard. You want to make sure you press down real hard on the striping tape towards the cuticle area because that's where shit's gonna get messy. You can cut your dried up sponge from last time and get a nice fresh sponge. You don't really need to see this again. I just like seeing the nail polishes in action as they soak into the sponge. Oh yeah, so shiny. But you gotta focus and remember that you're sponging on the colors in the opposite direction as the ones underneath because that's what makes it reciprocal. You know, the reciprocal of the reverse of the other color. I'm just playing dumb. I know what reciprocal means. The dictionary told me. After you've reached opacity with your sponging, just peel off all the little striping tapes to reveal the magic. You may be thinking, okay, Christine, what does this have to do with Christmas? And in my abstract brain, this kind of looked like a present, okay? So that's why. If you have a little bleeding of the colors, not to worry. Just take your tiny cleanup brush, dip it in a tiny bit of acetone, and wipe out the colors. Do it really gently. Don't press too hard and wipe off the colors on a paper towel in between or else you will ruin everything. Add your last, that means last, glossy top coat, at least for this nail. Don't forget your other nails. They need some glossy top coat satisfaction love too. And there you go, you a Christmas boss. You're also a hollow boss and an abstract art boss. Pretty much makes you the boss of life. Guys, I'm so happy that I only used hollow nail polishes for this entire tutorial. Honestly, it just makes my life more complete. Speaking of hollow, have you seen my music career debut video yet? Better go watch it. Hello, it's me in the video. Alright everyone, have a happy hollow days and see y'all next time. Bye!